Welcome to becomeatechpro.com. In this session, we want to look at the difference between SLA, SLO, and SLI. Now, as a site reliability engineer, you may be wondering, what is my role when it comes to the SLA, SLO, and SLI? Now, let's start. You see, as a site reliability engineer, you play a major role in helping businesses set and track performance, reliability, and availability. Now, to do this, there's need for you to understand some very important concepts in site reliability engineering. And some of these concepts are the SLA, SLO, and SLIs. Okay, so let's start with the SLO. I like to start with the SLO. SLO means service level objective. Okay, service level objective. So what service level objective means is the service that is promised in the SLA. Okay, the service that is promised in the SLA. For example, if you go to the market to buy a certain gadget and you are told that this gadget will work 99% of the times, okay? So that is a promise, okay? So that promise itself is the SLO, okay? That is the SLO to the organization that is promising you that. Okay, now, looking back at our definition, we defined SLO as the service promised in the SLA. Okay, now, what is SLA? SLA simply means service level agreement. Okay, service level agreement. The service level agreement is just a contract. It's the contract between you and the provider of that gadget, looking at that example I provided earlier. Okay, so the service level agreement is the agreement between the client and the vendor. Okay, now in the agreement, certain things will be specified, and a very important part that is specified in the SLA is the SLO. The service level objective must be specified. Okay, so we've seen SLO as the objective. Okay, for example, the 99% of times, the gadget working 99% of the times. That's the SLO. Now, the SLA is the agreement, the contract that documents this SLO. Okay, now that we understand SLO and SLA, so let's look at the third terminology, which is the SLI. SLI is service level indicator. And what service level indicator does is that it measures the service levels, right? You know, there's a service level that's been promised, there's a service level objective, and there's a service level agreement that documents the service level objective. Now, the service level indicator is now the measure of service levels, okay? To see how much, how, how much of service you are getting. How are you getting 98% of times? Are you getting 99.5% of the times? Okay, so it will help you to compare what service level is achieved compared to the objective. That way, you know whether you are performing the SLO, right? Because the objective of the organization is to outperform the SLO, okay? To keep the clients happy. If the client has if the service provider has promised an SLO of say 90% and they deliver on 95%, that is an outperformance, right? You are outperforming your promise, okay? That is what is expected. So for any reason, if it goes below the SLO, let's say it's going at 85% or 89%, okay? So there are some specific terms that are stated in the SLA to say, oh, if you do not achieve this performance, right? If you do not attain this SLO, then you need to maybe pay less of the amount expected to be paid and all of that. So that's just a very brief differentiation between SLA, SLO, and SLI. Thank you for your time. I hope to see you in the next session.